All right, now we got a live stream going. Host of the most, Aaron Cass here with Hollywood Ray and Shay. We would have been on here earlier, but somebody wanted 65-cent wings, and he's not afraid to show it.
Take them out. Take them out. Yeah.
Let's see how to aim this camera. Hold up.
There
How it's spilling.
There you go. No, we see him. We see him. We see him.
All right.
The wing connoisseur.
So this is spicy honey ranch right here. You know, spicy honey ranch.
Nice.
If you come on, let me aim the camera. Hold up. There we go.
And these aren't regular wings, folks. These are the ATL wings. All right.
That's right.
Yeah. So what you see on that bottom that has a little bit of redness, that is flaming hot garlic parmesan.
Ooh,
then over there is some spicy honey ranch. Spicy honey ranch, my favorite flavor. This place is called Lit Ass Wings in Decatur. I'm giving them free promotion.
Right, so not a sponsor. They get sponsored if they want to.
Hell yeah, they can.
Then this one is I need to eat more of these, a little bit heavier. Excuse the bones, but this is honey jerk. You see the bones. Yeah, I was eating them. But this is honey jerk.
Love
30
that.
wings.
Yes,
30
sir.
wings, 65 cents. $20.
Beautiful.
That's art.
Well, what is art right now is the defending NBA champs just throttling the Lakers right now.
Well, last time I checked, it was up 7 or 8. Well, last time I checked,
it was a close game. Unless right when we started, they just started blowing them out again. The Lakers did come back.
Oh, I haven't checked in a while. Oh, Jesus, yeah, that's close. Whoops.
It was.
They were up by 18 at one point that I was watching.
Yeah, first half for sure. But once again, right? AD, I think, had 17 in the first half. Looks like AD of old.
17 in the second half. That's it.
In the fourth, and it's like, dude, like you can't come out here like he did on media day, right? Saying there with Ali LaForce and I think James Worthy and who else is on that Laker team, and go, well, it's like, well, they did, they talked about us all summer and blah 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 blah. Was lemon pepper?
No, that is an Atlanta staple, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm actually not that big of a fan of lemon pepper. I like it, but I could live without it.
Lemon
usually
pepper, Magic City lemon pepper shade.
I actually do gotta try. I actually never been to Magic City, so I actually do gotta try those.
I bet you meet Lou Williams if you went there.
Yeah, I mean,
probably. Honestly,
even
Magic City, I'm sure you're gonna meet one celebrity, at least one.
Yeah. That's true. But to the AD point, maybe he need to go get some wings. But you can't be on there talking crazy like he was in media day saying, "Oh, like we get it, y'all won." And I talked to Braun, and we can't wait. Well, you said you can't wait. Once again, you came out blazing as per usual, and then you fade off into the sunset. Like right now, he's just becoming a light-skinned Jermaine O'Neal. Because Jermaine O'Neal used to go crazy on people in the first half, and then he would fade off into the sunset. So, he needs to figure it out how to be more consistent.
For real. Well, since we're live right now, we can either go into the NFL with some takeaways or just because the NBA season is literally starting right now. We could do some NBA talk, but it's up to you guys what you want to do.
I mean, whatever. We talk. We already on the NBA, so if you want to go that route, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's just keep talking about it. Then we get to the meat and bones with the NFL later on.
Sure.
All right. Well, just one headline before we start off with the teams. James Harden apparently not in Philly right now. He's tending to his ailing mother. Do we believe he's really, with his mom?
That's kind of a slippery slope to get.
Yeah, I'm not going to joke about that. Yeah. I'm not gonna joke about that.
I wasn't joking though. I'm not sure.
No. I'm saying, some people like to still troll and whatever. I'm saying like we're not gonna do that on here. So if that is the case, and once again he's not being what he called Daryl Morey, which is a liar. I hope that mom is okay. I hope that mom, whatever's going on with mom, and she, pulls through. I do think the timing of it is odd. I'll say that. But I won't question what's going on with his family. I just wish they just said personal matter and not put out there what's actually happening.
Right. But if they said personal matters, then they're just going to think he's just BSing.
Yeah.
want to be part of the team. So if it's true what's going on with his mother, she's ill, then like you probably would have to say it if you're James Harden right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
True.
But the saga needs to end though. He is not. So once again, is he a commodity still? A commodity, excuse me. Absolutely, but he's not the guy he was even in 2018. So the NBA is marketing other players. So he's not needed the way that he believes he's needed. Either find a way to stay there in Philly and just play out the contract, or just sit back until Daryl Morey and another trade partner finds you a deal, because it's ridiculous at this moment. Once again, the only team that we don't have a story for with him is with OKC. Like everywhere else
back there.
Yeah, everywhere else has been an issue.
And he wanted to get traded there too. That's how he went to Houston.
Right, crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous.
Speaking of ridiculous, did you guys see the Knicks trade, like hypothetical with Joel Embiid? Why would you want a guy who doesn't get past the second round and you're essentially trading RJ Barrett, Julius Randle? I don't know if Quickly was in there, and maybe
what's
picks.
funny? I thought that wasn't enough for the Philadelphia 76ers. Who was RJ Barrett? RJ Barrett's an underachiever. Let's be real. Joel Embiid's a supreme upgrade over Julius Randle, and all these scrap picks. Why would Philly want that? No. That's not a good enough deal for Joel Embiid.
Well, CPNY Sports says because Jalen Brunson, that report was whack though.
Well, because Jalen Brunson wanted him. You mean?
Maybe. I didn't see anything like that, but that's
okay. But this is the thing, right? And remember, New York is what the last time they've been in the second round was 2013 in the playoffs, right? After they beat Boston, they lost to Indiana, in the playoffs, right? Oh no, I'm sorry, no, just last year. I'm tripping. Just last year they lost.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I forgot. I don't know. I thought that was the first round, but
no, it's not.
Yeah.
Why would you want? Why would you want Julius Randle? Why would you want Julius Randle?
Talk about that tomorrow, big fella. Like, I disagree with that take. And I said we'll get into that tomorrow. But no,
Siri, I know you're NY Sports and all, so you're gonna be a little bit homerish.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett, seriously, RJ Barrett at best is Harrison Barnes 2.0. That's it. He is not getting any better than that. RJ Barrett.
Yeah, I would.
What do I want to do with Julius Randle in that contract?
I would put Grimes or either Quickly in that deal if that was the case.
I'll take Grimes over Randle. I mean, over RJ, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll take Grimes over RJ.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what that would be. But you have to remember, they have not legit had a star player since Melo got traded there in 2011. So, of course, anything that's attached to an all-star player, they're going to desire that. That makes sense. Same thing that they were looking at Karl Anthony Towns apparently as well.
Oh my God.
Which I think that'd be a better fit personally than it'd be, but that it is what it is. I just think, to me, I've always enjoyed Cat's game. I know that people have always gone to the mental, but I'm like, there's not many players that have been through more than him since he's been in the league. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. So I think that'd be pretty cool to see if that was the case, but I don't see that happening, honestly.
It's just the problem with Cat is that you can't play Cat at center because defensively he's horrible. You can't play him at the 4 because he can't guard perimeter players that play the 4. So it's just like with Cat, what can you do with them? That's why the Minnesota Timberwolves got Rudy Gobert, so they could hide Cat's weaknesses of defending the interior. But then now he has to defend the perimeter. So it's just Cat's a problem in that. Offensively, he's amazing. We know that.
Right.
Until certain parts of the playoffs. But I mean, offensively, he's usually
amazing. Minnesota.
Keep Cat away from New York. That man is Charmin sauce.
But you know what? That's a more fair fit. That's a more fair trade for Cat.
The man lost. I don't know. That's a touchy subject. I don't know. I said that, to me, from losing a family member he lost. I know something else that happened with him. I'm
talking about the
not,
NBA game though. I don't think.
yeah, I'm not. I no, but yeah, but what does he get a night? But he's 24, 12, and 2 a night. That's what's soft about that. Like the dude, he's more of a finesse player, sure. But he's better than Randall. you know what I'm saying? Like I think to me, he had one of his better seasons under Tibbs, if I'm not mistaken, in Minnesota. So I don't think Tibbs would not welcome it if that was the case. But it's just a matter of how much you're giving up, and I would assume they would want a third team involved in order to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, sure, take IQ. We can keep RJ. That's fine. He's going to be a restricted free agent on 20+ mil anyways. Philly is trapped in purgatory moving forward, and that's the facts.
No, but y'all should have signed him. Y'all should have signed him. Y'all should have signed him now. Not wait till some other team gives him an astronomical contract, and then you're going to be forced to match it. Like that. That to me is crazy. Quickly was in a running for 6th man of the year last year. He played very well, and to me, I think he's only going to get better, in my opinion. So yeah, I think and once again, that's the going rate now. It's not, you're not giving guys $8 or $9 million to be on the bench anymore for the most part. Aaron Nesmith, who didn't do anything in Boston, just got a 3-year deal for
doing good for Indiana.
No,
right.
I'm saying, but think about where he was just 2 seasons ago. Once again, 3 years, $33 million. So $11 million a year, for a guy that was basically playing 2 minutes a game or can never stay healthy. And but once again, I love that for him because I like this game coming out of Vanderbilt. But I'm like, wow. So I don't know. To me, 15, 18 million is what you were going to have to pay Emmanuel Quickly anyways. I felt like they should have kept him, or they should have did what they had to do to get him signed here. But we'll see what happens in the offseason.
The thing with, well, I see where the Knicks are coming from not giving him that contract. While Emmanuel Quickly was good, he wasn't even in the rotation in the playoffs. So why are you paying 15 to 18 million for a guy that you're not even going to put in your rotation? Tibbs, he just doesn't like small guards. So he doesn't like too many small guards in one lineup. We already got Brunson, so we're not going to play Quickly. Quickly could play defense, but at the end of the day, you're still a small guard. So, yeah, he would need to get traded, but Sixers are not going to be the team he would go to because they already got another small guard who scores in bunches, Tyrese Maxey. Right. So, yeah, I can't see him. It's like the Tyler Hero thing.
They were teammates, right?
He already duplicates.
Weren't they teammates?
Quickly and Maxey.
And they both go. They
the same year because I think they were both one and dones.
Oh, okay. I thought they was on the same team at Kentucky. I know
they could be. They could be, but I just don't remember if they were the same year at Kentucky because they're all one and done. So yeah, I got to remember if they were in the same draft.
I thought they were, but
were they in the same? If they were in the same draft, they were in the same team because they were both one and done. So I just got to.
Don't worry, they got another one coming next year. Rob Dillingham. Look out. Like that dude is lethal. That dude gets a bucket. So the Kentucky guards continue. Only one that hasn't panned out recently really was James Young. He's the only one. Everyone else is good. James Young.
Oh, I don't.
Right, yikes. Right. No,
actually, that was the only one. The Harrison twins. The Harrison twins.
Jones, no, but
the Harrison twins didn't pan out either. I guess they were second round picks, but still, the Harrison twins didn't pan out. The Harrison twins.
Jesus, I thought didn't one of them though play for the Pelicans or something, and the other one, the Hornets?
Probably. Yeah, one of them did. Yeah, one of them played for the Pelicans. Other one played for the Hornets. But then again, they were second round picks or late first round picks. So
yeah,
they weren't really supposed to pan out.
To fact check, we were talking about Maxey and Quickly did play on the same team, same draft.
Okay, yeah, same draft.
Yep, 21 for Maxey and 25 for Quickly. First round, obviously.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought I enjoyed
Ty Washington. So far, it's not panning out.
Oh, right. That's another one. Okay, right. They have so many.
that was a good trade.
Yeah, it was.
All right. What do you guys want to talk? You want to do the East first, and then the West? See who comes out of there, or
Yeah, beast to the
standings,
East,
however you
baby.
want. Unless you guys have other stories.
Beast to the East, baby. Let's get it.
All right. Well, I mean, let's see here. If we do a little update, Nuggets are up 117-105
Yeah,
on the Lakers, and Anthony
He's faster than mine.
Davis. Anthony Davis has not scored another point. Still 17.
And tell him how much Joker's got. I already know.
Let's see here. The man, the myth, the legend who cares more about horses than the NBA. He had a triple dub 29, 11, 13, 3 of 5 from the 3, 12, 22 overall. He cares more about horses
the
than
NBA.
the NBA.
It's a joke.
The NBA contract's just to fund him buying horses. That's really why he plays the NBA for. Like, I just need the money to buy horses.
Crazy. Imagine going out to Dominic because he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get Secretariat Part 2. He's like that's incredible. You got a guy who really just couldn't care less about the other stuff in the NBA. He just happens to be really, really good at it, and just says, Shay, you'll appreciate this line. I'm better than you, and you know it. Like, that should be his slogan. I'm better than you, and you know it. He might get sued for copyright for gimmick infringement, but that should be a t-shirt for the Denver Nuggets. Like, I'm better than you, and you know it. Like, it's perfect. But yeah, let's get into the East though.
But we do have a comment from CP's NY Sports Network. He says, I don't know, this is the West, but he says Pelicans sleeper team in the West, starting 5 plus Trey Murphy looks legit if Zion stays healthy. But speaking of staying healthy, Trey Murphy isn't healthy. So Trey Murphy, I think, will be out till December, if not more. So yeah, that's the thing with the Pelicans, is that everybody on that team is injury prone, not just Zion. Got Trey Murphy getting hurt. Brandon Ingram can't stay healthy for a full season. That whole team is always hurt. So it's such an impossible team to predict. When they're all healthy, that's the top 3 team in the West guaranteed. But when they're like the Chargers of the NBA, when have they all been healthy?
Facts. Facts. That is spot on.
I was having a little Wi-Fi trouble. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I see you're frozen out there. You're frozen.
What?
Frozen.
Yeah,
like
what were we talking about? All I heard was the Chargers of the NFL, and then
the Pelicans are the Chargers of the NBA. Everybody's always hurt.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you and I had one of our most spirited conversations on this show about Zion last year, right? And about how I was like, maybe move on from him. You're like, what are you talking about? Like, this guy, you don't move on for something like that. If he's there, whether it's 40 games, 60 games, you play him. And I'm always big on the best of it. Your best ability is your availability. And although we know Zion is crazy talented, so is Murphy, so is CJ McCollum. Obviously, Brandon Ingram can get you 25 a night when healthy. There's just too many ifs on that team to be a sleeper. Once again, we saw it a couple of years ago. They gave Phoenix a run for their money as an 8th seed. So they have, like I said, they have talent there. David Griffin, will pull the trigger if they're close. He's that type of GM. So yeah, I mean, they have to, like I said, they maybe get a whole new medical staff. I don't know. Who knows? Or stop going to Deanie's on Bourbon Street. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not, I don't know, certain things they may need to cut out their diet or cut out their regimen. So, but yeah, I agree that they could be someone that can play well when the time comes.
So CP NY Sports Network, while Aaron's over there frozen, he says, good stuff, y'all. Gotta head out. All right, man. Catch ya tomorrow on the live with Hollywood Ray, Knicks versus Celtics. So
yes, sir.
You ready for that? You ready for that? You know, I'm like I said, I'm from Boston. I don't got a dog in a fight though. I'm not really a Celtics fan.
Yeah.
You,
No,
right?
I'm ready. I'm ready for like I said, I'm looking forward to that conversation tomorrow. But like I said, we can tap into the East. I'll start with Milwaukee because I know obviously, they just had some headline news yesterday with, giving Giannis that extension. Were you surprised he took it in the offseason after he just made that comment when he was like, oh, like, a lot of money's important, but, more money's better, whatever. But were you surprised that he signed it this early?
Not really. Giannis did it when Giannis signed his first schedule like years back. He did the same thing too. We were all speculating like, oh, he's going to go to a different team. He's going to go to Miami. Then he signs an extension.
Yeah.
He did. The Bucks did what he asked: make the team stronger. They got Dame Lillard. They did what he asked. So it's like, hey, you did you made my request. We got stronger. I'm signing the extension.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen,
as simple as that.
No, facts.
That's what teams should do for stars. But if teams do that for superstar players, they would stay. But they don't, so that's why they want to get traded. Joel Embiid.
Well, I mean that's coming. I mean, it's a matter of time before you hear, Mark Stein or Chris Haynes or Keith Smith, one of those guys saying, "Hey, Joel Embiid is now requesting a trade from Philadelphia. This is his teams that he would like to go to." Personally, as far as Embiid goes, I think Miami would be the best spot for Joel Embiid. I really do. He played.
And what can Miami trade?
Only person I think of is Bam.
Yeah,
he's better than Bam.
Knowing Pat Riley, no, I know that, but knowing Pat Riley, that's not going to happen.
I mean, there's no way. I mean, I won't say no way, but if their selling point would be Hero and like 4 first-round picks, no, I'm not doing that. Like that's not happening.
That was the selling point for Dame Lillard, and
right. But I might also
I want to budge.
Embiid is 4 years younger, or 3 or 4 years younger. Obviously coming up MVP season. He's responded his best in his career playing with Jimmy Butler. He just did. That's just. I think he loves Jimmy. I think that he needs that type of player to hold him accountable, and that's what Jimmy did in his short time there. Which is why I think he was so distraught when Jimmy ended up going down to Miami. So I firmly believe that if there's a trade request from Embiid, I think that in Miami would be at the top of his list, and that might be the one that actually gets done for them in South Beach.
You guys think that Montrezl Harrell should go down to South Beach? I saw something that I know they obviously cut him the Sixers. He's coming off of either ACL or whatever, but
yeah, no, I think he'll still be on. He'll still be there. And I put in air quotes, like I think that they waived him just for like a spot, but I think that he'll still be in the training facility, really rehabbing his injury, and I think they'll probably bring him back on later on in the year. If they do let him go altogether, there's a few teams I think that can use his services. Once again, he's not someone that's going to fill up the stat sheet for you, but he can eat up minutes, and he's going to hustle. So there's a few teams that could use him if they end up letting him go altogether. But yeah, who knows? Maybe Miami is one of them. Maybe coming back to where he was at with the Clippers. Teams like that.
I just feel like he'd be a good backup for Bam.
Yeah,
I think Harold's pretty much done. I don't think it really even matters. Coming off an injury like that, and the fact that even before then you weren't even getting playing time. Like Harold's really all offense and no defense. So while he's good for the regular season, you can't really play him in the playoffs because he's just gonna be played off the court. So I don't think it really makes much of a difference where he goes.
Yeah, I think let's say if we just keep it to Miami, I think that's where Thomas Bryant comes in. I think that he's. Even though he was really wowed by getting dunked on by Wemby, and I'm like, my brother, get used to that.
For real. There was a team that was they were preparing for Wemby. They had their Dallas. Was it Dallas? Yeah, they had the dude with all the long arms.
Yeah,
trying to do. Like, oh my god. Huh?
You know who that was? The coach. You know who it was?
No, I didn't really.
It's God Sham God.
Oh,
for real? That
I
was
didn't
him?
even
Oh,
notice
wow.
that. Get out of here.
He's coach now. He's been in Dallas for a while though. He's been down there for a while. Yep.
I didn't put two and
Yeah,
two
I
together
was
like
like, wow.
that.
I said, wow. I knew he was there for a while. I didn't know that he was still, down there in Dallas. I know he was there since Carlisle was there, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is what this is what he does. But yeah, I thought that was funny to see like them going up, like I'm like, dude, like the dude has like a 9-foot wingspan. Like you're not like just literally he literally can block shot literally standing up, like doesn't have to jump at all. He's literally George Mirasan with talent.
Jesus. Talk about a name drop.
He's
Yeah,
George Mirasan with the speed of
know?
Kevin Durant. Pretty much
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, I mean, body type. Yeah, body type.
I saw him drain like 13 out of 15 threes today.
Crazy.
Or something like that. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and his mid-range game is automatic right now.
Yeah,
he's
For
really
real.
7'3" Kevin Durant if we really thinking about it. Like I'm gonna let the hype train fly. This guy's already he's 7'3" Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
That's what he's already probably gonna be an offensive player of the year candidate in his rookie year. I'm really serious.
I can see that.
I mean, my thing is he literally changes everything. Like he changed that trajectory of that team like immediately. And once again, Aaron, to your credit, you were high on Devin Vassell a few years ago when we did that draft.
Sign that contract.
He signed that big deal. San Antonio, you got Keldon Johnson, who's a bucket. Like things are looking up now in San Antonio. All of a sudden, just when you thought it was safe, the greatest NBA coach of all time, in my opinion. He's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna show y'all that I still got one left in the chamber. And I think it's gonna be a problem. And once again, you guys see him 4 times a year. So we only got to see him twice. So
for real.
They come to Boston January 17th. So I'll be there in the building that night for that one. Can't wait.
Mm.
And then the Spurs are also experimenting with playing Jeremy Sochan. So on that point guard as well.
Yeah, I like his game too. It looks like it's working. I feel like that, but Pop always likes bigger guards or guys that can be point forward. Did with Diaw, obviously he did it with DeRozan in his time there. Diaw, I just mentioned Diaw. Steven Jackson, even back in the day too. Like that. That's what he does. So, I'm sure he'll don a new guy that can go crazy. So yeah, that should be dope. That's gonna be a really big lineup.
Think of the size of that. You got 6'9" point guards, a 7'3" power forward. You got Zach Collins at the 5. You got Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson at the wing position. Yep. That is a long team.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to score. So,
well, speaking of that though, did you see Kevin Durant's comments with him, Booker, and Beal? He said that you guys can't guard all of us or something like that, and they're saying that they're all going to be hard to guard this year.
I mean,
they are. It's just the other side of the ball that we're worried about.
No, but I mean, I would take it a step further. He's not wrong, but it's not because for that reason. It's because he's going to miss 20 games. Bill's going to miss 20 games.
He's already missed tonight. I was going to watch it. I was mad.
No, that's what it is. It ain't because you damn right, KD. They can't guard you because you're going to be in street clothes.
Damn.
That's all. That's what it is.
That's fine.
Hey, once again, facts of life. Yeah, facts of life, baby. It is what it is. I want to see them all play at least 55 games so we can, as fans, see it. But yeah, I mean, I think when Horace came on there, this has the potential to be the number 1 offense of all time. I said, really? Over the 2017 Warriors? Are you dumb? And I know I get it. I know that KD's there. I get it. I know. But listen, as much as I love that, I love Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker is very special. I thought I wanted him. I wanted Golden State to trade Clay to Phoenix for Devin Booker. And I thought they wouldn't have skipped a step. Like I thought they would have been even better with Devin Booker. Because he can do everything Clay do. Like I said, obviously Clay's the better shooter, but that's about it. He makes better than Clay. Like, he plays more games, whatever. So I was like, this is great. But obviously, that didn't happen that way. And now he's in a position where he's looking for another max deal. I'm like, at 33, I don't know. like you're not the guy. Honestly.
This is what he's just going to say in the negotiations. He's not going to say any words. He's just going to keep doing this.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, that's great. I mean, but you're not number 30. He's not. Once again, it's great. As great as he's been, great as he is, he's not that guy in that regard. So, he's going to have to be humble to an extent. Once again, I still think he deserves over $100 million.
Speaking of humble,
but it's crazy.
Since we're on the Warriors thing, so there was a report that came out that Jordan Poole actually, I guess, I think it was numerous times, or I don't know if it was just one or numerous times, but he wanted to have dinner with Draymond Green, and Draymond Green refused.
Shocker.
So the one who gets knocked out happens to be the bigger man.
Yep.
Well, push me over with a feather.
Yep. That's I'm not shocked at that. And once again, Draymond, as usual, try to paint a narrative about him all year. And once again, I love the show. I love that he continuously calls people out. But he's a narcissist, and this is more proof, that adds to that. So yeah, he's been a joke to me during this whole situation. So I'm glad that got put out there. So I can't wait to see the response. I know he's going to respond. But I can't. I'm glad that got put out there.
Nice. I don't want to host because I feel like my Wi-Fi is gonna get messed up. So someone just take the lead.
Well, let's talk about my
Jesus, take the no. Get out of here. That Celtics talk. This ain't no. This isn't MTP. Get out of here.
Well, that's NBA. So thank you. We talked about every other top team. So we're gonna talk about the Celtics for 2 minutes, and then we'll move on to the NFL.
Oh boy! All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm excited. Once again, we just want to talk about the East anyway. So you went all over the place. So I'm gonna bring it back to the East. No, I'm excited to see this 5 or this top 6 that everyone keeps talking about, right? Obviously, health is always the biggest thing, but they looked really good in the preseason. So we'll see how it unfolds starting tomorrow night against New York. But this is probably the most excited I've been personally as a fan since Kyrie got there in 2017, and obviously, the end goal wasn't given to us, obviously, or wasn't reached, I should say. But yeah, just the East, to me, the champion regardless is coming out the East, in my opinion. I just think so. I don't care whether it's Boston, Milwaukee, somebody. I think the champions come out the East. Once again, Denver should be there because they have a hell of a team. But like I said, I'm excited to see how the Celtics team plays. Once again, there's been a lot of stuff like, can Porzingis stay healthy? And I'm like, in the last 3 years, it went from 43 games to 51 games to 65 games. And to that I say, for those that that's simple math, that's an increase of 22 games. So once again, I don't think Boston needs him to play 65 because I'd rather him play 55 and be healthy for the playoffs. That's just my take on it. But I'm excited to see how him and the rest of that team unfold. So I will leave it at that, Mr. Cash, because I have more to share obviously tomorrow on CP and NY Sports. So if we're good with basketball, then we can just jump into the NFL. As I always say, week 7, or not even just week 7, but week after week, it's the best soap opera in in the world. Not the Young and the Restless. It used to be Young and the Restless, but now it's the NFL. But Shay, I'll start with you, man. Just what did you take away? We could get to our teams in a minute, but what was your biggest takeaway from week 7?
Biggest takeaway from week 7 is that Bills need to make some changes. Now, and I see that smile, Ray Sean. Patriots won. Shocker. Yeah. We scored.
Yeah. Why?
The offense actually moved.
Yeah.
And Bills look like they're in trouble. So I think they might have to make a decision with the offensive coordinator. Of course, they don't got Brian Daboll anymore. Ken Dorsey's not really cutting it, even though that's Josh Allen's guy. he's not really cutting as offensive coordinator. Josh Allen sometimes has been looking Prescottish, if that's a word, Prescottish. I guess we
can
could
be.
use that. Throwing interceptions and everything, kind of looking kind of average. I mean, some games he looks like he's still like one of the top quarterbacks, but then he just looks like a far cry from the Josh Allen from a couple years ago.
Right.
And I feel like he is not the dual threat quarterback he was a couple years ago. I'm not saying he even lost it either. I'm just saying it's just a different mentality. Maybe they're trying to preserve his body so he don't break down like Cam Newton or something, or Andrew Luck. So they're not letting him take as many hits. He's staying more in the pocket, but the team is not that effective with him doing that. And when you lose to the Patriots in 2023, now that's a cause for concern right there. I'm going to be real with you. So I think the Bills need to look in the mirror and see if they can change some things. And my camera just came off.
Yeah,
this is a weird live stream today.
It's okay. They did, Buffalo did the same thing you just did. They said don't look at us. We don't want to be looked at right now. Like it's beautiful. So Aaron, the floor is yours, sir. What was your biggest takeaway?
My biggest one was that all the 1-5 teams won.
Yeah.
Every single one of them: Broncos, Giants, Patriots.
Oh my!
Packers also cause for concern. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah. For some reason, I saw a headline saying it is Jordan Love on thin ice. It's his first year starting. What do you mean?
I would say it's his first year starting, but the Broncos that's the free X on the bingo card. Like that should be a win. That should be automatic 300 yards passing and 5 touchdowns when you play against the Denver Broncos.
Yep.
And you let them win, and you didn't even score that many points.
I have him in fantasy. Jordan Love is my quarterback, and I was pretty disappointed that
my brother had him too. My brother feels your pain.
Yeah.
It was that, and also Kirk Cousins has come back. He actually won a primetime game. He had his Sports Center top 10 chain.
Is this a cycle of Kirk Cousins? Yes. Remember you saw that meme with the cycle of Kirk Cousins? Yep. We're on the Kirk Cousins is good again cycle. And then we're going to go back to Kirk Cousins sucks.
Good in prime time.
No, he's not great, but he's pretty good. He's good. Once again, that team was 13-4 last year. It's like you don't win 13 games and you're a scrub. That just doesn't happen. But we saw last night. We were 35 or 45, 378, 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns or whatever. Like, San Francisco, what are we doing? They're supposed to be this, this elite defense. And yeah, Ryan, I'm talking to you, big dog. Y'all defense is supposed to be top notch, and it's Bang Niner gang, and Brock Purdy, I'm feeling Purdy, and Brock, it's the Brock star type shit, right? Y'all look real average yesterday, and y'all quarterback is starting to come back to earth. The man started off 10-0, and now it's looking kind of shaky out there. So we'll see what happens. But you're right, Shay. We're back at that cycle. I said we're right here now. It's Kirk Cousins is somewhat decent. So but yeah, I mean, but for me, my takeaway, you said it, Shay. I couldn't believe that New England found a way to win that game. So my takeaway really is that Mac Jones finally had a signature moment. I've said it on another platform that I'm on that I have been waiting for this moment to happen, because I'm just like, dude, like every quarterback, and even hell, Justin Fields had a fucking signature moment. Like everybody around him, around his class has had a signature moment but him, and he finally had one. Because I thought it was over. When Kendrick Bourne got that fumble, I was like, well, all right. They did their thing. At least they played better today. Great. But, hey, they found a way to get it done. And, they actually used Pop Douglas, who I don't know if you think this or not, Shay, but you can tell me if you agree at that status. Pop Douglas is already the best receiver, and it's not close. Like I
Oh,
think.
so that's his nickname, Pop. I just call him the Mario Douglas.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Pop
Yeah,
Douglas.
yeah. Pablo. So I think
I would
he
say
is,
at least second best because Kendrick Bourne. I still
okay. Yeah,
feel like
that's
best
fair. That's fair.
until
Yeah,
we see a little bit more from Pop
yeah,
Douglas. But
yeah. That's fair. I just like they actually used him on Sunday. I'm like, it's about time.
Doesn't
So
it feel
I just
good
want to ask
that
a
the
question.
Pats won and Bill Belichick has had a big extension?
See, we were celebrating until that happened.
right,
Then
yeah.
it was like,
Right,
so you
right.
want to admit this in the regular season when this happened in the off season? It was just like, okay, now we can break the news that we signed them to an extension since we finally won.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
that was depressing to hear, honestly.
First comes the laughter, now comes the tears.
Right, yeah. The same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. And that's exactly what it was. Because that lets me know if the record, if say they end up going 5-12, right? It lets me know that Caleb Williams wasn't coming to New England anyways, because he's definitely going number one. But that means Drake May is not coming.
I don't know. With the way Caleb Williams is playing, I think Drake May might got that number one spot.
Yeah,
right
maybe.
Yeah.
I'm more team Drake May anyways, but
honestly, I'm looking for Marvin Harrison Jr. Like,
yeah.
look,
But I mean, do we really want him in the Patriot uniform?
it's yes.
Really? You
A
want
good receiver? Yes.
Do you trust him to develop him?
No.
Right. Thank you. So I'm like, let's
okay.
I don't want.
It's Calvin Johnson, basically. Calvin Johnson could go to any single team. You'll still be one of the best receivers of all time. This is foolproof. Like, no matter what, Marvin Harrison Jr. is not failing. No matter what.
Until you meet the final boss, Bill Belichick. I'd rather them go get the tight end from Georgia. They don't score they tight up. They mess up wide receivers. Tight ends, they know how to draft a little bit.
He's hurt though with his ankle,
and that fits right in. That's what they do. Bill Belichick loves a reclamation project. Hey, come on in. We'll give you less money at that spot. You know, you'll be the number 2 guy behind Hunter Henry, because I feel like they really like Hunter Henry up here. So yeah, once again, you're not wrong, Shay. I agree with you. I would love Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't trust them to continue to develop him to be that guy. So
side note, the Suns Warriors games are playing. Warriors or Chris Paul look like a well-oiled machine. If you saw that last play involving Chris Paul, oh my goodness, the ball movement.
Well, I mean, but that's quick aside, that's what he does, right? I mean, everywhere he's been, from New Orleans to the Clippers and to Houston, he knows how to run an offense, and every team he's been on has gotten better. We can say what we want about the injuries. We can say about, him not getting like a second round until a couple of years ago. Every team he's been on has dramatically improved. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Like, when your second best player for years was David West, and you got to the 2 seed.
Let's not clown David West now. That guy was a bucket from mid-range.
NBA champ too.
Right, but years later, stop it. But I'm like, stop it. I liked his game, but I was like, dude, like he was, you got older Pedro Stojakovic who ended up winning in Dallas after. But yeah, so that's that. But yeah, no, that's good. I look forward to seeing it when we get off here.
I look forward to seeing Tyson Bagent from Shepherd. That's a project right there.
Yeah,
move over Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, yeah. Oh my,
he looks like a cyberpunk character.
Yeah, we got a controversy in Chicago.
No, we do it. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop.
I didn't say that
now. Let's stop the
cap. That's what people say though.
Let's stop the cap. No, I've been seeing Twitter. Oh, come
X
on!
there. It's called X.
This
now.
guy had training wheels on this game. Justin Fields just a couple games ago had 8 touchdowns in 2 games. 8 touchdowns in 2 games. And just a guy who scores 1 touchdown, ran for a couple of yards, and had training wheels. All of a sudden, now they want him to be the starter. And you know what? I want him to be a starter so Justin Fields could go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where he's appreciated.
Yeah. He need to come down to where you're at.
For real.
Desmond Ridder is not the answer. I don't care that they're 4-3. And a lot of you, I know some of you Falcons fans and some of my homies down there, like my boy Jeremiah. It's like, hey man, let it go. y'all not what y'all think y'all are. It's going to crash and burn very soon. Like let's take a deep breath. Let's not say things we don't mean. We need to bring that back to the show. Let's not say things we don't mean. They're not going to be, the cream of the crop of the NFC South or the NFC for that matter. They're still a few years away from that. Once again, they're better. They've gotten better. I'll admit that, but they're not. Until they use Kyle Pitts as a real talent, they're going to fail miserably. And I want that because they're ruining Kyle Pitts' career, and it's pissing me off, fantasy wise and in real life. Like it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I'll leave it at that. So if there's no other takeaways, let's get into the week 8 pick. So Thursday night we have Tampa Bay versus Buffalo. Is this a 1, 2, 3?
Is it really?
No, I'm asking. It's a 1, 2, 3. I don't think it is, but
I'm choosing Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay. You come over to the over to the dark
Tampa
side.
Bay. 1, 2, 3, Tampa Bay. Is that what we're talking about? Did we watch the Buffalo Bills last week?
On a short week too? Yeah, I mean, listen. I don't know. Baker's not playing now, right? He's not playing Thursday.
I'm not sure. I haven't really seen anything.
He is okay. Never mind. I'm taking Buffalo.
Yeah,
I forgot about that part. I'm taking Buffalo.
Watch Kyle Trask come in there and have like their game.
Oh God! No, I'm circling the wagon.
I would spell Kyle Trask with an H instead of a K. I got the Buffalo Bills. No, I'm not clowning Kyle Trask like that. I'm not clowning like that. But I like saying it.
Right, I love it.
Rashawn shouldn't even go with the Buccaneers because he said they're only going to win 2 games. That's it.
Right, but then with the game I picked for them to win, y'all got on me, and then they won that game. So I believed in them before you did, Aaron. Okay.
I don't believe in them. I just want to believe in Chris Godwin. He's in my fantasy.
Yeah, but when you have a 1-2 punch like that, you still should do well. That's what I was like. Wait a minute, when you still got Godwin and Edwards, what do you mean you could still suck? What do you mean? It's not like this guy was the worst quarterback ever, created. Like let's be honest, he wasn't Daniel Jones. That was for you, Shay. I just had to say.
Hey man, Tyrod is my starter.
So. Tyrod, happy he's your starter.
Last I checked, Tyrod, which is his actual pronunciation, is not getting paid $40 million per year, so he ain't your starter. You better take that Daniel Jones as your quarterback
for the rest of the season. I put that in my Feeling Blue podcast with CPNY Sports. That is my starter. He is the first black quarterback to win a game for the New York Football Giants.
That's kind of sad. It really
is sad.
That's wild.
It is sad. He's the second black quarterback to ever start for the Giants and the first one to win one. Geno Smith was the first, and he lost to the Raiders.
And y'all wrote Geno off. Terrible.
And he ain't right back.
Terrible. Unbelievable. So let's get into the 1 o'clock window, man. So I think Houston versus Carolina in this one.
That's a 1, 2, 3. Move on.
CJ Stroud's been phenomenal. So I'm Houston. Patriots, Miami. This. So 2 weeks ago, I'd have been demonstrative with the 1, 2, 3. I still think Miami wins.
It's in Miami though, so
I know, but I'm like, it to me, whether it was here or that, like it just doesn't matter. Like Miami's the better team. Like they should beat New England on Sunday. So I'm going with Miami, but this is a 1, 2, 3, right? In y'all minds. Or we confident? Yeah, it should be 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I'm like, once again, I'm not. There's no way I was gonna get right back on the hype train. Once again, it was cool to see them get that dub, but I'm like, let's be real. Next, so we have the Rams versus Dallas. So
you already know who I'm picking.
No, I gotta go with the Rams. And Nakua is for real. This is not just the system he's replacing Cooper Kupp. Like he's a legit good receiver. So I'm going with the Rams on this
now,
one.
Now, do you know this because you infiltrated Jerry's world when you were down in Dallas this week?
I
Or
wish
last
I
week,
got
should
to
say?
take a tour of Cowboy Stadium, but I didn't. I wish I did.
Oh,
Yeah, because were you downtown Dallas?
Yeah,
Yeah, so like because the stadium's in Arlington, which is like a little bit outside of.
I
It's not
hate
so
it.
far, but
It's a
it's not,
30-minute drive.
huh?
It's a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, far enough. But I mean, yeah. So,
But let's take this for example.
mm,
Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where the Atlanta Falcons play, is in downtown. So if you have a hotel business trip in downtown,
mm,
like, hey, I could catch a game. I could take a tour.
right.
For Dallas, it's not that easy because it's like, wait, I got to get an Uber to drive 30 minutes to Arlington to take a tour. And then there was a fair, the Texas State Fair going on, so I went over there. So I didn't have time to go to Jerry World, which I really wanted to go to, but unfortunately, when you're in a company and not everybody's a sports fan, sometimes you lose out on the vote of where to go to.
pathetic.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I had a chance to go there for 38 WrestleMania 38 last year. And it's a great venue. I'll be back at some point if I'm able to. So for sure. So hopefully you're able to get the same chance at some point. So next we have Minnesota versus Green Bay. We just are you feeling the love, Aaron? Does Jordan Love have a bounce back game for this one against Minnesota?
No, I'm going with Shay's dad's favorite team.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, Minnesota. All right, cool. All right, next we have the Colts versus the Saints.
I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one. Gardner Minshew.
I'm taking the Colts. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the monsters.
I do not trust New Orleans at all.
Gotcha. Okay, so cool. So
if the man with the crab legs ain't quarterback, I don't trust it. God's quarterback, Derek Carr, isn't working right now, so we gotta get crab leg king to be
right. There you go. Yeah, exactly. And then next we have the Battle of New York, Aaron.
Tyrod is my starter, so yes, obviously Giants.
So Aaron got the Giants. So Shay, who you rocking with?
It's technically the Battle of New Jersey, but I got the New York Jets.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the Jets too. I think that it'll be more of a run heavy game because if you put the game in Zach Wilson's hand, and it's going to be a wrap. But give it to Breece Hall, let him do what he needs to do, and keep those jerseys y'all was rocking. Those just were clean.
The 80s.
Yeah, no, I know. I know, good sir. Shout out to the fan. I know. I know what jerseys those were. The LT jerseys. But yeah. So I was like, okay, those were clean. Maybe that's why they end up winning on Sunday. That was a throwback.
I'll take it.
Throwback performance, or especially at the end, anyways. From Happy Feet there. So yeah. So we'll go. We'll see how that goes on Sunday. So next we have. Jacksonville versus Pittsburgh. I think this is a 1, 2, 3 as well. I think Jacksonville can still be better than Pittsburgh, like for the first time in a while, and I'm rocking with the Jaguars. So any objections there?
Pittsburgh is 4-2.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
wild. I still think Jacksonville's a better team.
I think so too, but how?
Yeah. But But once again, this is what Mike Tomlin does. This is what he does. And once again, I am not even close to being a Steelers fan, but I respect that man a great deal because he always finds a way. Always.
If you watch one game of the Steelers, you would think they'll be like 1-5. That's just what's crazy about it. Like, we watch this team. How is this team even 4-2?
Yep. And they believe in what he's been selling, and they never waver from the message. They know that he's going to put them in a position to win, so they do whatever they can to help them get to that position. Like that. That's just what they do. I wish that was the case down the road of Route 1, but that's not the case right now, being 2-5. So it's just like, wow, that's incredible. But we'll see. But I got Jacksonville winning on Sunday, and then we got Atlanta versus Tennessee, the Arthur Smith Bowl. Shit, this could be a tie.
Would you think this to be the most boring game of the week? I believe so.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. This might be a tie, honestly. Like I'm like this legit might be a tie.
So 1, 2, 3 tie.
9-9. It's a field goal battle.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 tie. Yeah, you can still tie that way. 1, 2, 3 tie. 1, 2, 3 tie.
I just hope Derrick Henry goes to him. Just
I wonder if he's in his final days in Tennessee though.
Yeah,
it's a fire sale. They just traded Kevin Byard.
Yeah,
that's fucking ridiculous, dude. That was fucking ridiculous.
I was like to the Eagles. I was like, seriously?
Again,
like,
I bet you Howie Roseman had a gun to his head or something, and been like, "Yo, give me Kevin Byard." I'm like, okay.
I'm like, they don't need him. They don't like. It's like, you know. And hey, listen, I get it. You know, when you're right there, hey, you go for broke. I'm not mad at it, but it's like, damn, like there was other teams that could have used his services, but they didn't jump to the. They didn't jump to it. So oh well. So then last but not least for the 1 o'clock games, we have Philadelphia versus Washington.
Just gonna go with the team that's on my chest. Fly Eagles fly.
Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, Philly, baby. All right. So next to the 4 o'clock slate, we have Cleveland versus Seattle. I'll start with that. Like I think Deshaun Watson is day by day. So if that's the case, he's probably not going to play. I'm rocking with Seattle. Yeah. So
is that the 1, 2, 3? We all rocking with Seattle?
No, Seattle.
Yeah, going with Seattle.
Who's choosing Cleveland?
PJ Walker. God, he has 2 wins already.
Hey, he beat San Fran, and they're better than Seattle.
True.
So I'm like, you know, so I mean, we'll see, but it's all Seattle. They usually have a pretty good home field advantage. So I feel like you know these next 2 games are definitely 1, 2, 3s. Baltimore and Arizona, Kansas City and Denver. So
oh, God.
1, 2, 3. Kansas City, Baltimore.
God.
Okay, let's see. How much did the Nuggets score? And I'm going to see if Kansas City can score more than what the 119. Do you think Kansas City can score more than 119 points against Denver since their defense is that bad?
It's a push.
I mean,
it's a push. All right. Yeah, I might choose the over.
They'll get. They're not going to score 70 though. But unless
really. Miami could hit it. I'm pretty sure KC can do it.
No, does Kansas City have the weapons that Miami does? No, be real. Be like, we're not like. Does Kansas City
don't have Tyreek Hill now?
They basically don't have
a Water. They don't have a Jalen Water.
Have Michael Jordan at quarterback.
No facts, but what I'm saying is that there's only. If you're telling me he's going to throw the 87 all day, which he usually does, and okay, fine, maybe they go for 5 touchdowns with themselves. Great. You other guys are going to have to get involved at some point. To me, the rest of their core. Once again, I like Pacheco. I like his game a lot. You know, Sky Moore has been up and down.
He's a bust.
Their personnel is not. Yeah, their personnel is not. Once again, they may get 40, but they're not going to get 70. That's not happening. But it's going to be 40 to 7. It's pathetic.
I don't think Pat Mahomes has lost to any AFC West team yet. I think he's like undefeated.
You mean his career?
So. I could be wrong. You could fact check me, but I'm pretty sure he has not lost to an AFC West team.
No, Chargers have beat them.
Have they in the regular season?
Yeah, regular season. Yeah, that Thursday night game a few years back, I thought he was on that team then when Chargers came down there and won. They was Phil Rivers last year there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think, but either way, but yeah, I mean, once again, I could very well be wrong, but I think that was the case. The Chargers only team that really played them pretty tough. So next we have this would have been the game of the week had Burrow and got to be really healthy, but Cincinnati versus San Francisco. So Shay, who you got in this one?
I gotta go with San Francisco lost, but I gotta go with San Francisco. Gotta go with San Francisco for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Tiger King.
Nice. Yeah,
I feel like the Niners are just gonna be on a skid for some reason. I don't know why, but they're just they're just gonna go down.
And also too, they're starting. I don't know, something with these Cali teams that they just continuously get injured. And I think that's the bug is hitting them right now. And I just felt like they're, like you said, they're going to crumble right before our eyes. So, I'm taking Cincinnati on the road and that one as well. And then the Sunday night game, this should be a 1-2-3. We got the Chargers versus the Bears. 1-2-3. LA Superchargers. Like, that's just
1, 2, 3. Chicago.
really.
Chicago pulled an upset last week.
With
This is the
Shepard's
Chargers at the end
own
of the day.
quarterback.
The most unpredictable team in the NFL. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears.
Okay, I like it. Stand on business, like my guy Drew can say. We're standing on business. No,
I'm the type of guy that I don't stand on business. I stand on business.
Stand on business. Okay, bet. And then last but not least, Monday night game. This could be high scoring. Could be. Well, no, Jimmy's not playing. I think it's still gonna be Hoyer. So this should be a 1-2-3 because Hoyer's the quarterback. 1-2-3 Detroit because Detroit's playing at home.
If Josh McDaniels don't get fired by now, like last week was inexcusable.
Well, come home, Josh. Come home.
If Josh McDaniels don't get fired.
Yeah,
Like,
come
yeah,
home,
what the Raiders doing now?
Come home, Josh. It's time. It's over.
Oh God.
Just come home, Josh. It's just take be the quarterback's coach. Like
He should just go to like Michigan. Go be the coach at Michigan or something. I feel like Harbaugh is going to leave that situation. Yeah, I think Harbaugh is going to leave. They have like allegations of pulling a Bill Belichick and like spying on teams, like buying tickets.
They still won a national championship, Aaron, so it don't matter. So why are they worried? They haven't won since Bo Schembechler. They haven't won. What are we talking about? So if anything,
I'm just saying. I mean, I feel like John Harbaugh is going to go to Chicago.
I think that would
be Justin Fields.
Or who knows? Maybe Lincoln Riley goes there and Josh Caleb Wayne and puts him there. Who knows? So they still
Lincoln Riley, dude, he sucks.
Wow,
he sucks. He's not good.
He's like an emotional take there, buddy.
Not really. He's just not good.
Well, I mean, hey, if his success is tied to Caleb Williams, then maybe he goes up there and they say, okay, we got the number 1 pick.
Dude, he's had like Baker, Jalen Hurts. He's never won a natty. Now he has Caleb Williams not going to the playoffs. His defenses are constructed awfully. They get scored on like 40 points a game.
Hey,
and the offense scores 42. It's crazy.
Hey, I hear you, but I'm just when people are desperate, they do dumb stuff. So we'll see what happens. So that concludes our football talk for this week. But any other things we want to get to before final words?
I don't think so.
No,
unless you guys have something.
Yeah, just I'm not even getting into this fully. We just another time, but quick shout out to the Texas Rangers for beating the Houston Astros, being the first team to advance into the World Series. Game 7, I think, between Philly and Arizona is happening right now. I don't know who's up in that game though. I haven't seen the score.
It is Diamondbacks 4-2, bottom of the 7th.
Wow. So I'm like that. That's crazy. Like so.
No,
yes.
This Golden State team's scary. I know y'all talking about baseball.
Yeah.
But,
no, I mean, listen. No, we had. Well, I won't say we. I had no idea how they would look, but like I said, I gave my thoughts on CP3. Like he always elevates the guys around him. Always
the ball movement in that second unit. Oh my. Because you taking Steph Curry out and you got CP in that second unit. Oh my goodness, the ball movement is crazy right now.
And truth be told, he probably should have become the best last 2 years of his career, anyways. But
he's technically starting right now, but he's still with the second unit. They took him out early so he could come back in with the second unit.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So, but I'm excited to see how they look. Going forward. So Shay, I'll start with you with our final words.
Well, speaking of Texas Rangers, I was in Dallas where the Texas Rangers play, and Dallas was great. It was there for a little work trip. So I had to go to Dallas to try the most Texas type food. So I mean, I
Dude, you
could
got some
go
good
there,
food out
get
there.
yeah, yeah. You saw my Instagram, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
good shit.
yeah. So had a giant barbecue turkey leg. Oh my goodness, the biggest turkey leg I've seen. One fill me up. It was the juiciest turkey leg ever. Fried,
Mm-hmm.
barbecue sauce, the
Phenomenal.
skin, everything fall off the bone. Then I
Mm-hmm.
went to this place called Terry Black's Barbecue, right? So it's kind of expensive. It's like $34 for 1 pound, 1 pound of the beef rib. But when I tell you this barbecue is so good, I can't try restaurant barbecue in Atlanta again. I'm being for real. It was that good. Like I cannot eat restaurant barbecue again in Atlanta. Like it was next level. Like even when I got their chopped beef the day before I had the beef rib, I didn't even try it with any sauce. I just took one bite. I was like, yeah, it's over. The game is over. Texas got it. Then I put the sauce on it, and
Yeah.
it just
Next
made it even better.
Next level. I listen. My father and most of my other half of my family is from there, so trust me. I I know you're not lying. Like it is something different out there. Next time you go out there, though, there's a place I forget the name of the area. I think it's called Cedar Hill. There's a place called Babes, and it's the food is. My dad told me last time I was like, yo, like this place is
What
cool.
type of food?
Soul food. Yeah.
Say less.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Say less.
Phenomenal.
Nice.
Also, speaking more on the foods, some of the foods were definitely only in Texas. Kind of, you would say kind of weird, but I mean, I had a friend. Shouts out to Catherine. She warned me this. She warned me about these foods. Well, she said she was going to try it, but they have deep fried butter. Deep fried butter. Have you ever heard of that? Deep fried
Well,
butter.
I have because I've been down there, but like I never had it though. Never tried it.
I was never going to try it. One bite, probably like 2,000 calories. I was good on that, but I was just like, wait, this really a thing? Deep fried butter.
Yep.
They also had fried peaches and creams too. Deep fried peaches and creams.
Yeah.
That one best tasting, by the way. Deep fried.
Yeah,
peaches
I
and
bet.
cream.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it tastes good. I'm not going to be the one to try it, but I'm sure it tastes good.
Nah, I'm white, but I'm not that white.
No, peaches and cream was good. Yeah, you can do peaches and cream. Nothing wrong with that.
Peaches and cream was fine, but deep fried peaches? No, I don't know, man.
You know, deep fried Oreos are good too. Shit.
They are good though. That's good.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm trying to show my foreign coworkers. I got a lot of coworkers from South America and from the UK specifically. I got a lot of Brazilian, a lot of Argentinian coworkers, and I got a lot of UK coworkers. They wanted some American food. I'm like, hey, we fry everything imaginable. Try that. But I was trying to get one of my UK coworkers because she said she likes fried chicken and she loves KFC because apparently I guess KFC is their fried chicken of choice. So I looked at my other coworker from Florida. I was just like, nah, we got to show her some fried chicken like KFC.
Yeah.
KFC. I said it in the Soulja Boy voice. KFC. So like I was trying to show her about Hattie B's hot chicken. They have that in Dallas and Atlanta and in Charlotte. And I was trying to show her the fried chicken spot. She didn't have time to go, but like, yeah, just trying to let them know about the real fried chicken in the South.
Right? Yeah. No, facts.
For real.
Facts.
So pretty much for my final take or my final words, so Shay's got me addicted to soccer now. So I pretty much watch all the the important matches that happen. I watched my Dortmund. I watched the I actually just finished up the Arsenal one, and the Barcelona actually was a really good match. That prodigy that me and Shay discussed on episode 1.
Where do they find these wonder kids from? That's what they call them, wonder kids. Where do they find them from? Like,
you know better than me, man.
The 17-year-old striker they just brought on. Like, I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, I didn't know either, but
they just spawned them.
Yeah, so definitely in the future, me and Shay will definitely be doing the Shane Aaron show with some
So
soccer. Good reviews we got. I've seen a lot of good reviews from us for
this
that episode.
Saturday,
So
it's like the soccer equivalent of the Yankees Red Sox, Celtics Lakers, El Clasico, Barcelona versus Real Madrid,
yes,
10:15.
I saw
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna try to leave work early and watch it live. If not, I'll
I
probably just watch it right
yeah,
after.
I don't miss any El Clasicos. I don't miss any El Clasicos.
So you hear
I
that?
don't plan to miss this
Anybody
one.
that's watching here, we will be doing an episode probably on that and whatever is going on over the weekend. So thanks a lot, Shay. Now I'm addicted to soccer, and I just want to appreciate everyone that follows us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. We have a lot on X now. We have almost 1,400 followers. We can get that much on YouTube for subscribers, and as always, Black people matter.
Yeah, no, I echo that sentiment. Once again, everything that you can follow us is on the bottom of the screen, on that red ticker. Yeah, like Aaron said, once again, we had 49 followers 5 months ago on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it. To be over at 1,400 is phenomenal. But once again, that means you got to believe in or starting to believe in the product, which is great. That's awesome. For that, we say thank you. Once again, show it across the board. So whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, well, actually Facebook, we have a pretty good following on Facebook as well. But whether it's on, any platform that we could be followed on that you have us on, spread the word, because once again, we continuously get better, and like I said, we're back at a point where we're giving you something every week. Once again, we were at a time we would give you something twice a week. Like I said, we may get back to that at some point, but either way, you're getting something good every week from at the least two of us. So just make sure that you continue to support, and because there's more to come. And as always, Black Lives Matter, not just when it's convenient for you. So for Shay Romanera, for Aaron Cass, I'm Rashawn Buchanan. Until next time, we'll see you. Peace.
Tie this game at 60.